Nice, we're doing it. Welcome. It's time to talk about Stoicism.
Stoicism.
Don't be alarmed by Oli's pink drink. These are not drugs.
But maybe they are.
They're electrolytes.
Very nice. Raspberry.
Okay, we ready for it? Today's the 15th, July 15th. Doing the right thing is enough. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about anything before we read the quote?
No, I'm good. What does it represent in you? Like you kind of had this like, oh, like that's good. Like that's.
Oh, I
that's,
didn't notice I was doing that.
Yeah. Like,
Doing the right thing is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested, as always. I think I'm still fleshing out my definition for what right is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just interested in exploring that idea a little bit more.
Cool. Well, let's explore.
Okay. Marcus Aurelius says, "When you've done well and another has benefited by it, why, like a fool, do you look for a third thing on top? Credit for the good deed or a favor in return?" Okay, when you've done well and another has benefited by it. So like when I do something for somebody else, why, like a fool, do you look for a third thing on top? Credit for the good deed or favor in return?
Mm-hmm.
So interesting, he's like adding these together. Like,
yeah, because he's saying like you already had the good fortune by
doing the good thing.
By doing good thing, yeah.
And by doing, one, you had good fortune by doing the thing to begin with. Then you had more good fortune because somebody else was benefited by it. And so now, why do you need a third layer of good fortune on top of that, which is credit or like an IOU?
Return favor.
Yeah,
some
favor.
Sort of, some sort of IOU, yeah.
I guess maybe because there isn't clarity on the idea that me doing something for somebody else benefits me to begin with. Like, it does feel good when somebody else is obviously benefited. But, because if I see that somebody else is benefited by something I do, like, that's very rewarding. But the idea that, like, doing something for somebody else, even without them being benefited by it, or without the credit, or without the favor, that all the way backed up to that first thing is also, there's some reward, some inherent reward in it.
Like internally, like you feel good when you help someone, right? Is that right?
And what I'm saying is like backing it even up to like not I helped someone, but I did something with maybe it seemed like it was the right thing to do type of thing. I did the right thing.
You did the right thing.
Whether or not somebody has been benefited by it, even before that, there's some inherent reward. And that's what I'm saying is like the most unclear part of this whole thing experientially, like in my life.
Because you can get the reward by doing the right thing. You don't need the additional.
I don't need necessarily the other person to be helped by
it, or thank you for it, or
the last
acknowledge it, or owe you one.
But the issue is that, I mean, I don't want to generalize, but I'll use myself as an example. All the way to that first thing of like I'm benefited just by doing the right thing. That has not been an obvious truth. That has not been like a conclusion.
Say that again.
That I am benefited just by doing the thing, not by helping someone,
yes. Okay, got it.
Just by doing it.
Yeah.
I did the right thing.
You don't.
There's some reward in that. That's like a more foreign concept.
Yeah. You are more used to do it for I'm gonna get something, at least I'm gonna get like thank yous and pats on the back, how awesome I am for helping.
And I'm saying, like, even before that, at least someone will be helped. Even if I don't get the thank you, even if I don't get the... Because he's putting this in 3 levels.
Yes. Because you're saying I'm doing it because this person needs help and they will be helped if I do that. But you're saying there is that step before then, like, I just do the right thing regardless of if somebody's being helped or not helped with it. Yeah.
And that there's reward in that.
And then that feels good to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to connect with the...
How would you do the good? Give me an example on how could you do good that no one benefits from? Like, give me one. Do you have something like that? I'm just having a hard time imagining nobody benefiting from it. You know what I mean? From you doing the right thing. Because there is, like, the system benefits from it. For example,
I was going to say, like, what are we defining as,
community
like, an entity
benefits.
here?
Yeah,
It's like, is this a human? Like, is this ant? I mean, ants. You just, because we've been dealing with ants all day. But, like, are these animals? Is it atoms? Like, yeah, of course. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm not suggesting that there's times when there is a benefit or isn't a benefit. I'm just saying that, like, I haven't been trained to have doing the right thing without anything else after that to be a reward in and of itself.
Yes, you have not realized that there was a reward in it for just doing that, regardless of somebody's being helped or not.
Yeah, maybe that's not totally true. Like, maybe, like, it does, like, there is, like, a quiet, oftentimes, feeling of that. But I think I've just been trained to pay more attention to, like, did the other person, were they helped by it? Like, that's very dopamine releasing.
Yeah, like you can ask yourself, like, did that help? Like, what I just said, did that help someone? Right? Like you might have this, like, internally, like, the question, like, after you say something, or is it more just kind of like retrospectively, like, thinking about it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just curious.
I feel like now I'm just, like, wrapping myself in spider webs or something.
Oh, okay.
I just need to, like, I think we just need to read Ryan at this point
let's
because I'm like wrapped up right now.
That's okay.
Okay, Ryan says, the answer to the question, why did you do the right thing, should always be because it was the right thing to do. After all, when you hear or see another person do that, especially when they might have endured some hardship or difficulty as a consequence for doing that right thing, do you not think, that is a human being at their finest? So why on earth do you need thanks or recognition for having done the right thing? It's your job. Yeah, I mean... It just supposes that, like, I know what the right thing is, and maybe I do, but maybe I'm just not always, like, necessarily paying attention to that as, like, that's not, like, necessarily a filter I use 100% of the time. What is the right thing to do? And I would say, like, it's the times when I am feeling really intense emotions that is when that filter sort of leaves the system. And, like, not entirely. Like, I've gotten better about feeling an intense feeling without needing to try to, like, push it out of my system by, like, saying something or doing something to, like, kind of lashing out with it. I've gotten better about, like, experiencing it and just, like, holding, like being still or quiet or something like that. And then there is usually, if at that point there is like a decision of like, okay, well, I'm feeling this intense thing, but I'm also in this situation. So now, how am I moving forward in this situation? What's my next play? And that maybe, if I'm lucky, what is the right thing to do filter comes in during that point. And then usually things, if that filter is working, then like usually the stuff after that is better. Like things calm down, the emotions soften, like that kind of stuff.
And filter, you mean like like that's like you catch, like you're looking at it through that filter or through those glasses or something.
Right, because like the experience is just thoughts coming through, and now I need some filter to put those thoughts through, so I know which thoughts are bullshit and which thoughts are helping me. And so if the filter is, well, what's the right thing to do, then the bullshit thoughts can get called out for what they are. Versus if I don't have that filter, let's say this is like 3 years ago or something, it's sort of like whichever thought has the most emotional power is the one that wins. And usually those are the bullshit thoughts. And so now the bullshit thoughts are winning, and they're creating points of view and beliefs.
And reality.
And now I'm
right?
speaking and behaving as if all of that is true. And that's clearly not the right thing to do. How do I know that's not the right thing to do? Because all of the downstream stuff from that is shit.
The results are not.
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
like not resolving arguments, not, like impairing ways of working.
Not getting what you want, ultimately.
Yeah, not getting what I want, yeah.
Cool. You got anything else? Anything else is in there that wants to come out?
No.
Feeling good?
Put the spiders away. All right. Thanks for sticking through with this one today. And I don't know, tell us something in the comments, and we will see you here tomorrow.